First Realty Group is a proud supporter of the students and faculties at Richland and Giles County High Schools and all Giles County schools. When the time comes to sell your property or buy that dream spot, make sure you seek out one of the real estate professionals at First Realty Group. You can see their listings at www.frg1.com. Call them at 363-2644 or visit them on the east side of the Pulaski Square. Just look for that big rocking chair and find out why First Realty Group is first for a reason.
M&M Staffing LLC is your local connection when you're looking for your next job or your company is looking to fill a position. M&M Staffing is owned and operated by Melissa Bottoms Harper and John Harper. They staff various positions on multiple shifts and provide flexible services to assist their clients. Mercedes Houston, Cree Holt, and John Harper are all from Giles County and are trained to match their employees with the positions that best fit their skill sets. Applications are available at 450 Bennett Drive in Pulaski, on their Facebook page, and online at mnmstaffing.net.
Spring sports can only mean that graduation is right around the corner. Holly's Printing has been the place where graduates and their parents have turned for more than 60 years to help them share their achievements with their family and friends. Holly's Printing offers a wide range of graduation invitations and other materials to give this once-in-a-lifetime event the style it deserves. Let the professional designers at Holly's Printing help you choose and design the invitations that are just right for your graduate and the occasion. Call 931-363-3161 or visit them online at hollysprinting.com.
Purchasing property is one of the biggest financial decisions you will ever make. So let the trusted professionals at Haney Realty and Property Management help you make those important decisions. Haney Realty and Property Management is your best friend in the real estate business. And like a best friend, Haney Realty and Property Management will be with you along the way, making sure you understand the process and getting property that you want at a fair price. So call your best friend in the real estate biz at 931-347-9150 or stop by the Haney Realty and Property Management office at 109 South 1st Street in Pulaski.
Hello everyone, this is Bill Myers with Giles County Fire and Rescue, and it is an honor and a privilege to me to serve as the fire chief for Giles County Fire Rescue. I wanted to take a second to let you know that Giles County Fire and Rescue's largest and most successful fundraising campaign is underway. On behalf of Giles County Fire and Rescue, Volunteer Services will be visiting homes in Giles County asking for financial support for our volunteer fire and rescue department. For your donation, you receive the opportunity to schedule your family for a professional photo session. Giles County Fire and Rescue members are your neighbors, friends, and family who dedicate their time, effort, and resources to training and responding to emergencies across our county. We want to thank you in advance for your generous support of Giles County Fire Rescue's mission of saving lives and protecting property.
Candidates, make sure the voters know who you are, what you're running for, and why they should vote for you. With a wide range of campaign marketing materials from Holly's Printing. Signs, banners, cards, stickers, promotional items, and targeted mailings are all proven ways to reach voters with your platform, and Holly's Printing provides all of these services and more. Choose the materials that best fit your needs, choose the design that matches your message, and choose the size that gets your message the most attention. Holly's Printing is your campaign materials headquarters. Call 363-3161 or visit them online at hollysprinting.com. Over the past year, property values across the country have risen more than 10%. Giles County is growing, and you need an established and trusted real estate partner to make sure you get the best price possible for your property. First Realty Group is that partner, celebrating their 26th year here in 2022 and looking forward to helping you make the big decisions that will affect you and your family for years to come. Visit frg1.com. Let them show you why First Realty Group is first for a reason.
M&M Staffing LLC is your local connection when you're looking for your next job or your company is looking to fill a position. M&M Staffing is owned and operated by Melissa Bottoms Harper and John Harper. They staff various positions on multiple shifts and provide flexible services to assist their clients. Mercedes Houston, Cree Holt, and John Harper are all from Giles County and are trained to match their employees with the positions that best fit their skill sets. Applications are available at 450 Bennett Drive in Pulaski, on their Facebook page, and online at mnmstaffing.net.
There's never been a better time to sell your property than right now. So let your best friend in real estate help you get the best deal when selling your property. Haney Realty and Property Management will help you evaluate your property and the market to help you find the best buyer and the best price. Throughout the process, your best friend in real estate will be there with you to help you make the best decision for you and your family. So call Haney Realty and Property Management at 931-347-9150 or
Hi, this is Jen Williams with Giles County Fire and Rescue. Responding to 350 incidents per year from 7 locations throughout our county, Giles County Fire and Rescue exists to save lives and protect property. Giles County's needs are best served by dedicated local volunteers, someone like you. Giles County Fire and Rescue offers the highest level of skills and training, and we are committed to the safety of our community and our responders. There are multiple ways to serve, and regardless of where you are in the county, there's a Giles County Fire and Rescue station near you. If you've considered becoming a Giles County Fire and Rescue volunteer or would like to donate, visit our website at gilescountyfirerescue.org.
First Realty Group is a proud supporter of the students and faculties at Richland and Giles County High Schools and all Giles County schools. When the time comes to sell your property or buy that dream spot, make sure you seek out one of the real estate professionals at First Realty Group. You can see their listings at www.frg1.com. Call them at 363-2644 or visit them on the east side of the Pulaski Square. Just look for that big rocking chair and find out why First Realty Group is first for a reason.
M&M Staffing LLC is your local connection when you're looking for your next job or your company is looking to fill a position. M&M Staffing is owned and operated by Melissa Bottoms Harper and John Harper. They staff various positions on multiple shifts and provide flexible services to assist their clients. Mercedes Houston, Cree Holt, and John Harper are all from Giles County and are trained to match their employees with the positions that best fit their skill sets. Applications are available at 450 Bennett Drive in Pulaski, on their Facebook page, and online at mnmstaffing.net.
Spring sports can only mean that graduation is right around the corner. Holly's Printing has been the place where graduates and their parents have turned for more than 60 years to help them share their achievements with their family and friends. Holly's Printing offers a wide range of graduation invitations and other materials to give this once-in-a-lifetime event the style it deserves. Let the professional designers at Holly's Printing help you choose and design the invitations that are just right for your graduate and the occasion. Call 931-363-3161 or visit them online at hollysprinting.com.
Purchasing property is one of the biggest financial decisions you will ever make. So let the trusted professionals at Haney Realty and Property Management help you make those important decisions. Haney Realty and Property Management is your best friend in the real estate business. And like a best friend, Haney Realty and Property Management will be with you along the way, making sure you understand the process and getting property that you want at a fair price. So call your best friend in the real estate biz at 931-347-9150 or stop by the Haney Realty and Property Management office at 109 South 1st Street in Pulaski.
This is David Bushman. I'm the board chair of the advisory board for the Giles County Fire and Rescue. We have an organization of dedicated over 40 volunteers. They're on the front lines every day fighting fires, responding to emergency rescue situations in Giles County. We have a very dedicated family of firefighters. We're looking for more volunteers. Giles County could use as many volunteers as possible. We also could use financial support. As you know, it takes a lot of money to run 7 fire stations across the county. You can go on gilescountyfireandrescue.org. If you'd like to be a firefighter, we'd love to have you. Come help make a difference in your community and join our family. Again, I thank you for
Everybody will take their seats, please. I've got a couple announcements before we call the meeting to order. This Friday, we have an Ag Park meeting at the Ag Park at 9 o'clock. So don't forget it's at the Ag Park. The following Friday, the 29th, we have the sign dedication over here on the southeast corner of the courthouse lawn for James Monroe Brown, the historic marker. That'll be at 2 o'clock that afternoon. So please put that on your calendars and try to attend if you can. May 5th, we have the Special Olympics will be going on, and I'll send email information out a little bit closer to time on that. May 12th, we have the Workforce Expo, and that's going to be out at the Ag Park. That's where our 8th grade and 11th graders come out and see what kind of business opportunities, industries, things like that. Then look at some different careers, give them some ideas on things they might want to do as they get closer to graduation. So it's always a good event. It's open to the public to come out and see what those kids are doing, and appreciate all the effort that's going into that. May 14th, we've got a benefit fundraiser for Tim Reisner out at the Pulaski Country Club. They got a golf scramble, steak supper, and auction. If you need more information, I've got some information here. You can contact my office, Tony Reisner, Terry Reisner, Scott Russell, and Vicki Ray. Make sure you put that on your calendars on the event. And then May 30th, we have our Memorial Day service at 10 o'clock that morning. Any other announcements before we call the meeting to order? All right, seeing none, please roll call. And Rodney and Mike Cicero will not be here, so somebody will press absent on those two for us, please. And if somebody will press on mics.
I'm trying.
Need to be now.
There.
19 commissioners present.
Yep.
All rise. Giles County Court is now in session. Honorable Melissa Green will be presiding.
Commissioner Polly.
Let's pray. Our Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day. Blessings that you have given us, that we can never even be worthy of all the blessings you've given us, and we do thank you. And we do realize and understand we still have viruses and sicknesses that have eased up, and we do pray, Father, for these people that have these viruses and sicknesses. Father, we just pray you will bless and help these people. And we do pray, Father, for the situation around the world, in Ukraine, Father, we just pray you will bless and help these people, that they can get food, they can get medicines, they can get shelter. And we do pray for world peace and peace in that region. And we pray especially today, Father, for those that we know that have serious illnesses. Father, we just pray that you will bless and help these people as only you can do. And we do pray for your blessings on these people, on our county, on our country. Thank you, Father, for your blessings. Forgive us for not being worthy. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First item of business.
First item of business is approval of the minutes of the March 21, 2022 regular session of the Giles County Legislative Body.
For the wishes of the commission. Commissioner Pruitt. Got a motion, got a second by Commissioner Worsham. Any discussion or questions? Seeing none, please vote.
The vote is 19-9.
The motion passes. Next order of business.
The next order of business is we have David Hamilton, our Economic Development Director, to address the commission.
Good morning. Good morning. That's on. Good deal. Sorry I missed last month. We actually had a visit come into town and look at some of our sites, so I wasn't able to be here. Go with unemployment rates real quick. Giles County is at 3.2. We were at 3.7 last month. Lincoln County is 3.1. Lawrence 3.0. Marshall 3.0. Murray's 3.0. The state's 3.4. And the national average is 3.8. Quickly, I'll go over some of our projects. I want to give you a little report, total projects that we received, at least since I've been here. We've had 40 RFIs in 2019, 25 were looking for building, 15 were looking for sites. In 2020, there were 84 RFIs, 53 looking for building, and 31 looking for sites. And then in 2022, we already had 35 RFIs, and 23 looking for building and 12 looking at sites. And we expect that total for 22 to far exceed 2021 numbers. So, or 21 were the 35, I'm sorry, I didn't change that on my paper. But 22 so far, we're seeing quite a bit of activity, so we're pretty pleased. A lot of them are being driven by the electric vehicle that's being going on. It's a lot of activity. We've had 3 prospect visits in the last month, one coming in 1st of May. We've got Project Atlantic, which is 40 jobs, $40 million investment, electric vehicle supplier that we've showed lot 15 to. Project Moon Dust is 150 jobs, $100 million investment, another electric vehicle supplier. We showed them lot 15 in Mines Roadside. Project Foil, which is 241 jobs, $280 million investment. They make parts for the lithium battery. We showed them lot 15 in the Mines property. In fact, they stayed at the Mines property longer than any site they stayed at in Tennessee. And they took all my maps and everything, so we think they're pretty interested in our site. But they were looking in Alabama after that, so we don't know how that went up. Project Pencil, which is, they'll be visiting us on May the 2nd. They have, it's one of the oldest companies in Germany. They make pencils and pens and writing instruments. They're looking at 80 jobs and $800 million, or $80 million investment, and we showed them lot 5 and lot 15. So we've had a lot of activity here lately, following up, getting prepared. So it's been pretty active so far this year, and I expect that to continue with all the electric vehicle. One of the challenges we're facing, though, getting transformers for industries, pad mount transformers, is very difficult now. This is just all over the country. They're not even taking orders until 2023. And then it'll be another year and a half where you can actually get your transformer. So right now we meet with projects. It's hard to tell them when we can provide an electric service because we just don't know when we can get the transformers. And that's not just here, it's all over the state, all over the country for that matter. But TVA has reassured us that if we get a project and we don't have the pad mount transformers, that they would make sure we get them in time to locate a project. So that's a challenge we're facing right now, but hopefully that'll let up. That's all due to supply chain and all that good stuff, because we're experiencing a lot of things. We're still working with our transload facility. They're going to start construction on rail spur next week. That's located behind Timken. We're still working with our warehouse project that was part of the transload. They are looking at Columbia as well, but they have not made a decision yet, so we're still trying to convince them they need to be here. There has been some talk they may put one location and one at the other, so hopefully that'll be something. They have the Patriot Rail has indicated that they would like to buy the rest of the land that city owns, about 120 acres around that site. They're inquiring about purchasing all of that, so we'll see how that works out there in the future. But we have 1 or 2 existing industries we're working with right now that are looking at doing an expansion, nothing major on one of them, but the other one maybe create some jobs. Although the other day they did say they were going to postpone it for a little while. But other than that, I'll be glad to answer any questions. For anyone?
David.
Yes, sir.
What kind of incentive do we offer now, they compared to Alabama? Can you give me?
Well, it depends on where they locate in Alabama, just like it is in Tennessee.
Well, let's say in Limestone County.
I can't tell you what Limestone County offers. I do know Alabama has some strong tax advantages over Tennessee right now. They do a lot for their industry that Tennessee doesn't right now. But our basic pilot is 10 years on the building. But their communities will go 30 years. There are communities that go 20 years taxes, and they'll do 0 taxes for 20 years. Ours 10 years, but we graduate ours are 10% a year. So that's helped us, and so far we've been very competitive. But that can vary from projects. And if we came in here, we had somebody that's going to employ 1,000 people, we might go 15 years on tax abatement. And but it all depends on the project, depends on the pay scale. It just depends on a lot of different factors as to how we approach them. But the states are the main incentive provider, to be honest with you. Their tax incentives.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
Yes.
Does our state competitive with Alabama?
Yeah, I think we're competitive.
In North Alabama, let's put it that way.
Yeah, I think we're competitive. Although Alabama's been a strong competitor now in Tennessee. They've located several automotive plants in there. Of course, you got Hyundai South, and then you got the Huntsville with all the stuff going on there. So yeah, I mean they're a tough competitor, but I think state for state we're pretty competitive. The advantage we hold probably over limestone counties are land prices. Their land prices are out of sight, and because they're getting so many projects in there, they have fewer and fewer land. But yeah, Tennessee they have a job tax credit that goes against their franchise and excise tax. There's a lot of incentives they get by statute, which if they locate, they get certain incentives, tax incentives. But really the only incentives we can offer is a reduction in land cost and the payment in lieu of tax. Really the only two things. I mean, we could do more if you wanted to. I tend to shy away from that unless it's really a project we really feel like we want this community, and then we might try to come up with some different things. But that becomes a commitment out of the county and the city financially, so we try to steer away from those if we can.
One other thing, the price of those lots, what are we pricing on that now?
We priced just a raw land at $20,000 an acre, and lot 5 we have it marketed at $30,000 an acre. We were, when I got here, we were asking $7,500 an acre, which is way too low. But the other side of it is when you're competing for a project, if it's something you want, the land is the smallest price you got. I mean, cost you got. We paid probably $6,000 an acre for all that land. So, if we sell for anything over that's a plus. But we're really interested not in the money we make off the land, but the jobs and the impact they're going to have on the community. So it's all based on the number of jobs, their investment, what taxes are going to generate it, what's the potential for future expansion is how we kind of look at these projects. The smaller projects we'd offer less to.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The pencil company, you're looking at lot 15 for them. Would that be a adequately large enough company that we'd give up lot 15 for that?
Yeah, lot 15, well, we're talking about when we talk about lot 15, it's 81 acres.
Right.
But it's really broken up into 4 smaller tracts. We got one smaller tract,
One segment.
18 acres in the front that would be separate from the rest because it's about a 20-25 foot increase up to the top of lot 15.
Okay.
So we're the ones that aren't large employers, like lot 5, we would not sell that to anyone with less than 100 jobs unless it was a real well-known company that might give us a lot more credibility with Korean companies or other companies like Japanese. But for the most part, we're pretty steady on our prices. But yeah, lot 15, when I refer to lot 15, there are probably, in my opinion, there's 4 different tracks in lot 15. Okay. But this is the front property. My time's up.
I'm waiting.
Was I speaking too long? Was that for me? Lot 15. We've got a lot. We've got 2 lots actually on that track that really need to. They're not suitable for a lot of industries. We've got one that's a long narrow track, and it's going to take some smaller industries to go in there. But we'd have to improve Wallace Road to get to them and extend the sewer and water and all that. But the Germans that we're showing, are looking at the lower part, the Project Foil and Project Moon Dust. We've been showing the larger portion of Lot 15. They're looking about 50 acres. They want to put in about an 800,000 square foot building. So, and in the one Korean, it's about 200,000 square feet, but it's 3 stories in that 200,000 square feet. So we showed them Lot 5 when we have them here as well. But Lot 5 is only going to work for certain industries because it's limited in expansion. They built that. But you know, we're seeing a lot of projects. We're submitting on a lot. Most of the land projects are looking for sites. We're submitting on. There's some that are a lot larger than what we have. But we'll be competitive for a lot of those. But to be honest with you, we'll send in an RFI, and we may never hear another word out of it. We may not hear any feedback. We don't get any feedback from the state. Hey, you didn't make the cut, or they went to Alabama, or whatever. We just submit our RFIs, and if they call us back and say, hey, you got a prospect visit, then that's when we hear about it. Otherwise, we never hear a word back. So, but we've been fortunate. We've had 3 visits already, and that's more than I've ever had in a career in 1 month. It's really about 4, because we started the 1st of April, and the 1st of May, we'll have 4 projects coming in. And we've submitted on several more that I think we'll have an opportunity at. But it's a competitive business. But the biggest struggle we have is trying to explain the labor part. You know, of course, that's all over the country. They'll say, where am I going to get my labor from? Of course, we tell them within our labor shed, there's about 12,000 people that's unemployed in our labor shed. And then we send out about 3,400 people a day leave Giles County to go to work in neighboring counties. So we always tell them that's an opportunity to hire employees to come back. So when you're talking about 200 employees, you know, that's 15,000 people they can pick from. Plus, you know, there's a number of people in that other group that's larger than that are underemployed that would like something a little bit more pay and more to their skill level. So, it's a tough process right now, to be honest with you. Very competitive. Any other questions? Thank you all very much.
Thank you, David. Next item of business.
Yes.
Miss Cindy Nesbitt from the Giles County Public Library.
Commissioner Bell?
I just noticed on the minutes, I'm not down as in attendance for last month.
There was 2 roll calls.
Okay, I was looking in the wrong spot, sorry.
Cindy?
Good morning. I just wanted to bring you an update on what's been going on at the library for the past 9 months, from July through March 31st. We have checked out 50,981 items during that time, and we've had added 444 library card holders. Our computers were used 3,608 times, and Wi-Fi was used 3,907 times during that time. We've also had 24,040 in-person library visits, and that's in all 3 branches. We've provided 95 programs with 1,126 people in attendance inside the library, and then we've had 40 programs outside the library with 1,484 people in attendance. We've also offered 5 virtual programs with 105 live views. Just wanted to give you an update on what we were planning for summer reading. That's a big project that's coming up, and we're in the planning process for that. It runs for 6 weeks and will start June 6th and run through July 15th. The theme this year is Oceans of Possibilities. The theme is set every year, unless we want to choose our own theme, but we go with what as a nationwide theme. We'll have different themes relating to oceans and programs each week, with at least one special program during the week in which all ages are welcome. One including Bob Tarter's entomology program, if you're all familiar with it. He does a great job. Mr. John and the Science Guys will come 1 week. Barry Mitchell's Deep Sea Circus will be here 1 week. TWRA will provide a creek walk with us, which they've done for over 20 years with us, which will be with this theme, really good, going through the creek, and they take a seine and see what you can find, and they talk to the kids about, what's in the creek. And we also pick up litter during that time. Also, we're going to have a virtual program with the Tennessee Aquarium, since it's oceans of possibilities. That will be right interesting. We're also having an adult program with UT Southern on marine biology. So they've got their biology department has taken some trips and done some scuba diving, and so they're going to bring their stuff and tell us all about that. Each week we'll also have, we'll talk about ocean animals, pollution, our impact on the oceans and recycling, ocean myths and mysteries, the 7 seas and countries and cultures that surround us. Summer reading is for all ages. We will end up summer reading with everyone who participates with a big blowout party at the rec center on July 23rd. And this will coincide with the first images from the James Webb telescope. If y'all remember, I talked to you about that back in the fall. The James Webb telescope is out there in space, and by summertime it's supposed to be taking its first images that are further out than the Hubble telescope ever took. So we'll have our into summer reading party to coincide with that. We'll have lots of STEM activities. And hopefully we can show some of these first images and talk about that. So we're still working out the details on that, but it's a big program. We'll also partner with the Kids Camp, the Boys and Girls Club, and Pulaski Elementary for this summer. They've asked us to come and do a program for their summer school in the first 4 weeks of June. Also, we're trying to get into a program. We've had people ask about cryptocurrency. They'd like to learn about it, know what it is. I don't know a thing about it, but I've been trying to locate somebody who might have some knowledge, and I think we've got a person, but we don't have a date yet, but this person has knowledge and has had some training on that. So if you're interested in that, look for the date. We're hoping to have that at the end of May. And then we're also going to have an adult crafting program in May for our adults to get their crafting fix to help with decorating summer readings. So look for that too. And I just want to give you that update. If y'all have any questions, I'll be glad to answer. Thank you for your support.
Thank you, Cindy. Next item.
Next item is public comments.
Are there any public comments about agenda items today? Seeing none, go to the next item.
The next item is elections. The first election is notaries public at large. We have the following renewal notaries. They are Sue S. Riley, Shannon P. Downs, Kelly L. Torrance, and Donna K. Wheeler. The renewed notaries are Whitney N. Rose, Jamie M. Spractis, and Janet G. Thomas.
What are the wishes of the commission? Commissioner Jones?
Make a motion to approve.
I have a motion, second by Commissioner Brooks. Any discussion or questions? Seeing none, please vote. Commissioner Harwell, missing yours, please. Yours one more time for me.
Judy done
Vote is 19 ayes.
Motion passed. Next order of business.
Next order of business is reports. Today's reports are the Finance Director's report for February of 2022, which includes the Giles County General Fund, Drug, American Rescue Plan, Probation Fund, Highway, School, Federal, Food Service, Debt Service, Capital Projects, Highway Capital Projects, Education Capital projects, education capital number 2, and other capital projects. We also have the quarterly reports of the Giles County Highway Department and the Giles County Health Department.
What are the wishes of the commission? Commissioner Harwell?
I'd like to make a motion to consolidate all these reports and vote on them as one.
All right, I have a motion and a second by Commissioner Pollard. Any discussion or questions? Seeing none, please vote.
The vote is 19 ayes.
Motion passes. Next order of business?
The next order of business is resolutions. First resolution is 2022-23, approving the Giles County Solid Waste Recycling Department to accept a litter grant contract from the state of Tennessee for 22 and 23.
What are the wishes of the commission? Commissioner Curry?
Make a motion we approve.
I have a motion, I have a second by Commissioner Carey. Any discussion? Seeing none, please vote.
The vote is 19 ayes.
Motion passes. Next order of business?
The next resolution is 2022-24, accepting Timber Ridge Lane and Timber Ridge Drive as part of the county road system for maintenance by the Giles County Highway Department.
What are the wishes of the commission? Commissioner Wilbur?
Make a motion to approve.
I have a motion, do I have a second? A second by Commissioner Brown. Any discussion or questions? Commissioner Pollard?
Yeah, Barry came to the planning commission, he brought this up, and he said the road was up to par, up to standard. And you know what he said, Steve? Yes. And so he said, you know, everything was fine, so it looked all right to him.
Any other discussion? Seeing none, please vote.
The vote is 19 ayes.
Motion passes. Next order of business?
The next resolution is 2022-25, consenting to the transfer, relocation, or both transfer and relocation of the items in the UDC room.
What are the wishes of the commission? Commissioner Reedy?
Make a motion we approve.
Got a motion, I have a second by Commissioner Pollard. Any discussion or questions? Seeing none, please vote.
The vote is 19 ayes.
The motion passes. Next order of business?
Next order of business is resolution 2022-26 to authorize the construction of a Birmingham Community Club Center.
What are the wishes of the commission? Commissioner Wilbur?
Make a motion to approve.
We've got a second by Commissioner Harwell. Any discussion or questions? Seeing none, please vote.
Vote is 19 ayes.
The motion passes. Next order of business?
Next order of business is unfinished business.
Is there any unfinished business for today? Seeing none, next order of business?
The next order of business is new business.
We have new business. We have one item listed, resolution 2022-27, concerning to more fully comply with the Tennessee Open Meetings Act, the county will post announcements of meetings, agendas, and minutes to the county website. It's on the back page of your packet. Commissioner Jones?
I make a motion to approve this resolution.
I have a motion. Do I have a second? Commissioner Pollard is a second. I'll open it up for discussion. I have some discussion I'm going to do. I'm going to switch. I think there's a lot of questions on our website, so I'm actually going to pull up our website and show everybody what's on the website right now so you can see what we actually have there and what we don't have there. And I don't have a microphone, so I'm going to talk loud. Tell me if you can't hear me. All right, so this is our homepage of our website. And I know there's been a lot of talk about the meeting minutes, the agendas, what's missing, what's on there. So I wanted to literally walk us through what we have on the website, and what we don't have on the website. So if you go to commission, right here to the right of the seal, and I apologize, this is as clean of a copy as I can get until our new equipment is fully installed. Just have to bear with me. There's a drop down and you have county commissioners, and that is where you all are all listed. Get my page short. And all your contact information, if you've supplied a phone number and an email address, it's listed on here. We've asked everybody to check that numerous times. Let us know if you see problems. Like Tim just sent me a new number. We haven't got it changed yet. It's on today to get it changed.
Has it got my deal? Has it got my right email on it?
Terry W. Harwell at Gmail.
At Gmail, that's it.
So that's under the commission. The same tab also has commission minutes. When you click on that, you go to this page that says commission minutes can be obtained at the county clerk's office. It has the phone number, the address, the hours, and it also has where you can download the public records request, the information that you have to fill out to get a copy, if you want a paper copy of this information. So that's the piece we are missing. We'll come back to that in just a second. Then under there, you also have committee meeting minutes. If you click on it, you have all of the committee minutes that we have had. And they have been on there since we've had this website. They've always, your committee minutes have always been on the website. If we're missing any, let us know. I know Gail's found where we've missed a committee or one been missed, so just let us know and we'll get those uploaded. We can do all of this in-house and do in-house through my office, the committee minutes. Now, if you want to know when somebody is meeting and what the agenda is, up at the top is our county calendar. Click on it. Well, the internet's not liking it here. Sorry, I'm having to use the Wi-Fi in here and it's not the greatest. Our county calendar, I don't know if it's going to come up or not. Our internet is not cooperating on this. On the calendar, if you click on today, you will find today's meeting under today's date. It is just a calendar. When you click on that, today's meeting, it pops up the agenda, the time, the place, and everything. Now, we've always had that for our committee minutes, or our committee agenda items on there. Every time you get an email or a paper copy of a notice, that lists the agenda for that committee meeting. That's what's posted on the website. Every time there's been a committee notice go to you, it's been on the website. The only agenda that's been missing has been the full commission agenda, has not been on the website. As of this meeting, a week ago, it was put on there. We can put the agenda for this meeting as well, and it has been on there for over a week now. The only thing that we are missing on our website, and I'm aware of, is the full commission today's meeting minutes. And the reason we don't have those on there is because our website is set up where we can upload in-house Word documents, but we can't upload PDF files. I have to use our administrators, the company we hired, which was Connected Sustainability LLC, is who we use that designed our website. We have to go through them to have a PDF file put on our website. That's just the way it was set up. And with your package, you know you've got contracts, you've got agreements, you've got documents that we didn't do in-house. So we only have those in PDF format. We don't have those in Word documents, or we can scan them. But we can't upload that to our website. I would have to get Connected Sustainability to put these minutes on our website. That can be done. It's just going to cost a little money. How much money, I don't know. I haven't asked them for a quote. We just haven't done it because I'll be honest, it's going to cost something. And in the 3.5 years I've been here, I've had one request for a copy of these minutes. And I emailed that person the minutes within 30 minutes. So I've never had any requests for this information. So I just haven't seen the need of paying extra to put them out there when somebody called my office and asked for them. Or called Carol's office. And Carol, correct me, how many requests have you had in the last 3.5 years for these minutes?
Hardly any.
So,
Hardly any.
And they are available, but they're not online. I agree with that. We don't have them on our website. So if we want those on our website, it's fine. We're just going to have to put some money towards paying Connected Sustainability to upload those each month for us. But that's your all's decision what you want to do. But from what I can tell, that is the only piece of anything that's missing. Oh, I noticed it came up from our website. Let me show you, for example. So our property committee, when you click on that, this is great. Try it again. It's the way technology always does when you want to show somebody something. Let's see if this one comes up. In the past, did you see on the 18th here? Our company, the Connected Sustainability, set up because they know the dates for the whole year. So they had set up on the calendar the regular session for Giles County Commission. So we have gone in there for this one last week and put in there the court agenda. You can see it pops up because we have that, but if you click on it, I don't know if it's going to cooperate today or not. There. You can see the full agenda is in there. But again, we don't have the minutes for these meetings on our website. We are missing that piece of information. And we cannot do that in-house because of the format of that file. We just don't have that capability. I have to go through the company in order to do that. So before we vote on this, I just wanted everybody to know what we do have, how you find it, and then what piece we are missing, because we are missing that piece. Any questions on the website before I move back? Commissioner Jones?
I know that the information on the website as far as the announcements or actually the minutes and posting of the agenda specifically has been very sporadic. And Madam Chairman, you said in a committee meeting you would not be responsible for posting these things. Have you decided that you will do it now?
Everything that's on here has always been on here except this one item you're looking at now. I said if you put in the rules that it's a certain number of days, because again, we can't do it. I'm going to be dependent on this company to do it, then my secretary might be out something else, and I don't physically have the time to do it. If my secretary has to be on vacation for the week to get something posted in a certain timeline, if that gets added to the rules, we need to figure out what to do. You know, we have tried to keep it as updated as we can.
Well, you know that I check the website.
Yeah.
A lot of times I'm checking to make sure I haven't missed a meeting or something, or things like that. And sometimes, even in the announcements for the meetings, the place of the meetings left off. And I mean, most of the time, we meet in the SunTrust building, but occasionally we don't. So, there needs to be parameters that we always meet. And to say that you can call during business hours and get the minutes or whatever, people don't like to be singled out. A lot of people don't. Some people don't care. But to say you're going to have to go through Carol's office to get, you said to get a paper copy. Well, most people can go online and get the information online. And I think you're being disingenuous to say that it's always been on there, because it has not. I mean, some things have been on there, but it's been very sporadic, and it hasn't been, there's not been any cohesiveness, and it's hard to depend on it. I'm always afraid I'm missing something. And if I feel that way, I think most of the county, if they're interested, may feel that way as well. But just, I looked at Murray County's website, and I know they've got a lot of money and so forth, but it's very costly not to offer transparency to the public. I just think we need to have it in a resolution that this is the process and this is what we will do, and it's not subject to whim or any kind of sporadic actions.
Yeah, and I don't disagree. 2.5 years ago, we didn't have any of this. None. Nothing was online, nothing else. So we've made great strides. But I'm all sitting here saying we're not perfect. Again, that goes back to I have one secretary who does take vacation from time to time, and you all have meetings sporadically, and we've done the best job we can do, but we're not perfect at it. But I do think every time one of you have called and said something's missing, we've addressed it right then, but try to be as transparent as possible. The idea that we're trying to hide something, I think is a little extreme. But again, this has just been added because this is the first time we've been requested to add this.
I didn't accuse you of hiding anything. I think it's just been, there's not a real plan to make sure it follows the plans.
But again, we can't even add the minutes in-house. That's what I want people to know. That's the big piece we are missing, and we can't do that in-house. I am going to have to use our company to do that, and I don't have any budget money to do that. So if you want to put that in there, I think that's great. But we're going to have some money approved to do that. I don't know what that dollar figure is today. Any other questions?
Madam Chairman.
Commissioner Jackson?
This may be, Lucy, you may need to answer this. Do y'all think that we are in violation of the open meeting law? Do we not advertise it? Are we not doing it right? If we was in violation of the open meeting law, don't you think the district attorney would be down here? It wouldn't take him very long. Even the auditors would be finding this out. So, if we done things right, what else do we need to do? We went through the legislature and talked about this, and the thing that came out of the committee was this same question I'm asking now. Are we in violation of sunshine? I don't think we are. I think we're doing a good job, and doing a whole lot better job than we used to. At least you got the websites up there, and you can check it. And as far as the agenda for, on our regular court meeting here, Harold gets that down at least 5 days, before we have court meeting, and somebody needs to want to know what's on the agenda, all I have to do is call her, and she can tell you that. I mean, that's in the rules. So, you know, I just don't see that we need to add any more to our rules to specifically state that in there when we're not in violation of it. Now, if we're in violation of it, I'm all for it. But I don't see that we're in violation of Sunshine Law whatsoever. And Miss Aaron, you know, she was mentioning about doing this, but let's make her pay for that. She said, she told me she wasn't in favor of doing it and didn't want to do it. So you have to hire somebody else. And like Ms. Green said, she hadn't got it in her budget. And that's just an extra expense to me. And it's easy to find out what's going on if you just ask somebody. But that's just my take. That's what came out. That's what came out of that committee, the legislative committee, and we just think we don't think we was in violation of the Sunshine Law.
Other discussion, Commissioner Pollard?
Yes, we've discussed this, and all of y'all know, I know nothing about all this Facebook. I know nothing whatsoever about it. I don't have website, computer, Facebook, nor do I intend to ever have it. I'll have a flip phone. I go to meetings. I know what's going on. I get my packet. I know what's going on. You're putting a lot on that. That's good. Some people maybe don't see it. I don't know. But I do appreciate you putting on my wife's Facebook yesterday, wishing everybody happy Easter. I know you put some stuff on there because it shows me that, you know, about some of these things. So what, for or against this, I don't know nothing about it. I do not have website, computers, and nor will I ever have it, as far as right now. I care nothing whatsoever about it. But you know, if it costs more money to do it, well, you're talking Tommy Potter. You know how it is hard to get money out of him. You don't do that. But, no, I'm not going to get somebody else to do it and pay them. No, I am not for that. But the people that knows about this, they know about it. I don't know. I go to meetings, I get my packet, I get my information from the meetings in the mail. I know what's going on. So, I can't say yay or nay on this. But that's the way I feel about it. I mean, if I still had to plow a mule of wood, I'm old-fashioned.
Commissioner Willard?
As far as being able...
Will you pull your mic a little closer?
Sorry about that. As far as being able to download a PDF file, and you said the company would charge a little bit more to do that, or is that a one-time fee, right, to set it up?
Mm-hmm. They would have to do it each month for us, the way our website is set up now.
Are they doing this now? Or
everything that's on the website, that's a meeting or concerning a meeting, we're able to do in-house because I can do it in a Word document. We do all of that ourselves in-house, everything that's on there right now.
But you don't
I can't do the packets because you've got all these extra things that are from outside companies that I can't get the Word docs for.
And you don't have any idea what they would charge?
I have not asked so far to get that quote from them. I wouldn't expect it to be a large amount. I'm going to be honest, our website cost us $6,800. That is extremely cheap. This company has helped and done, in my opinion, a very good job. We're light years up from where we were 2.5 years ago with our old website. I do call them quite often, probably every couple of weeks, with a change or an update that we see that needs to be done. And they're very good at working with us. And honestly, they hardly ever charged us for that. But if we put a time task on them they should charge us for that. That's something that's not in their contract with us right now.
Thank you.
Other discussion, Commissioner Reed?
The agenda for this meeting does end up on that website.
Yes, this month is the first month we've had that on there, but we're able to put that on there now.
And at what time frame does it end up on there? Does it end up 3 or 4 days before the meeting, 5 days before the meeting?
When you all receive or get the call from Carol that your packet is ready is when it goes on there. The same thing with your notices. When you all get emailed notices about the committees, well, that's when it gets put on the website that same time.
So it sounds like the only thing we're really missing is the minutes of this meeting.
Yes. Commissioner Jones?
And the minutes are a month behind because the minutes don't become official till we meet next month. So the minutes are going to be delayed a month. Some of our committee meetings meet once every 2, 3, 4 months. So it'll be 4 months down the road before those minutes can be posted because they're not official.
And actually on the committee minutes, we go ahead and put those, when Lois turns those in, we've been putting them online, but they're unapproved minutes. That's true. So somebody can read that, and then you all, the next committee, could go back and change something in that. And when something is changed, we go back in the website and make that change, but they are out there as unapproved minutes in the meantime. Yes. Commissioner Womble?
Did I understand you saying one meeting that we're not required to have a website?
As far as for notices and meeting minutes, that goes back to Commissioner Jackson and what he said about the open meeting law. No, it's not a requirement to be posted online, any of these notices.
Well, I would like, we've had a lot of discussion about things not being done right. I would like the citizens of Giles County to realize how far above and beyond we have gone to try to make everything as transparent as possible. And a resolution that doesn't have a dollar figure with it is hard to pass.
Commissioner Jones?
I have a question. You said, I haven't had a chance to look at today's posting, for today's posting. When you say the agenda's on there, is it just this front page?
Yes.
Okay, so we don't, because the rest of the articles are not PDF, we weren't able to get it on there. And one other thing, I never said that we weren't meeting the requirements of the open meetings law. I'm just saying we can do better and make it a little more friendly toward the voters of the county. But because we don't have a cost on what it would take to put today's full packet on, and then the follow-up with the minutes, right? If the minutes actually would be in PDF, would it not?
Right,
Okay,
this meeting.
so that could go on. Let me get.
No, we can do PDF.
I mean, but Carol, when you type it up, is it in Word or is it in PDF? When you do the typing of the minutes?
I type them in Word.
So that could go on, right?
Right, but your minutes include all the contracts and all. That's what I'm talking about. When you have contract documents like we do a lot of times, this one's thin, but you all know you get some big ones that have reports from other departments.
I understand those, Carol.
That's what's missing.
Right, but when Carol types the minutes, it's actually all in Word, because you don't put the contracts in there a second time, right? You just do a summary. So, these are my minutes from today. From yesterday's meetings. There's nothing in here but Word, right? Because it's all what Carol typed up. It's the minutes, it's the packet that can't go on.
Right, the full packet. So I can't put it in with the agenda, and I can't put it in with the minutes.
You're calling it minutes, and I was a little confused. So let's strike. I would like to make a motion to amend this resolution. If I can find it again. Where it says, Section 2, in the absence, since we have a county official now who will post, where it says in the absence of any current official to put the above mentioned items, the county shall hire, I can't hardly say it, the county shall hire an independent contractor to perform the duties. Let's strike that, and instead of putting that, let's just say, well, let's just strike it and then maybe do a separate motion if this passes, to ask for a quote on getting the PDFs online. I make a motion we amend this resolution by striking section 2.
All right, I have a motion to amend the original to strike section 2. Do I have a second to that amendment? Any second to that amendment? Seeing none, the motion.
I'll second that to get that out of there.
Okay. I have a second by Commissioner Butler. Any discussion on the amendment? All right, we're going to vote for the amendment, the amended motion, which is just purely you're voting to strike section 2. If you vote yes, if you vote no, section 2 stays in there, then we go back to vote on the full resolution by itself. So everybody clear on what you're voting on? If you vote yes, you're taking out section 2 before we vote on the full resolution. So this is purely to take out section 2. Everybody clear? All right, please vote.
Carried.
The vote is 16 ayes and 3 noes.
So the motion passes. All right, now we go back to the original motion, which is to approve this resolution with section 2 removed. Any more discussion before we vote on that? Commissioner Reedy?
Yes. If we vote yes on this, what are we going to be doing different than what we're doing now, other than going and hiring a company to put the minutes on? That's my question. To anybody on that. What are we doing different than we're doing now, other than going to the company that can put the full minutes on there and get them to do it? Which this says we will do. We will get it. This would say then that we are going to get that company to put it on there.
Commissioner Jones, you want to explain?
We're going to get it on there, whatever it takes.
No, the only thing in question would be the full package, getting that on there. And so striking section 2, taking that out. And so everything that was currently done would,
Section 1 still references the full county legislative agenda shall be posted, so it's still in there.
Commissioner Pollard?
Okay, if you're going to put this whole packet that we have on, some of them's up there. I mean, that's going to take a lot of time, a lot of money. Money's hard to come by. But if you're talking about the front page of the agenda, that's what we need. But to try to put every page of this on there, and some of them's up there, it'll take a lot of time and money.
Commissioner Wilbur?
I'd like to make a motion to send it back to legislative committee for everybody to know what we're gonna be voting on, to be sure, and how much it would cost.
I think we just need to vote over that.
I have a motion on the floor, and that does not really amend the motion that's on the floor. Lucy? Do we need to vote on the original motion before? That doesn't have English, correct?
I think they were in discussion about what this particular. reads right now. It reads, eliminating section 2 does not eliminate the problem, Ms. Jones. The whole resolution needs to be rewritten.
Yeah, I'd be happy to send it back to the legislative committee. If I can say.
What are we gonna do with it?
Hold on. Commissioner Jones, since you have the original motion on the floor, would you like to rescind your original motion?
I will.
And Commissioner Pollard, will you rescind your second from that original motion?
Yes.
Okay. And then now, Commissioner Wilburn, you want to make your motion to send this back to the legislative committee? All right, I have a motion by Commissioner Wilburn, a second by Commissioner Harville. Any discussion on sending this back to the legislative committee? Commissioner Walpole?
I'd like to see this added to the next agenda where we have a legislative committee, not to spend $800 to specifically have a meeting to address this. Can I make that formal motion that this is not brought up for the only topic of the meeting? Y'all understand that every time we have a meeting, 21 people are paid $40. It's $800 to have another meeting to discuss this. I'd like to see it added to the agenda of an existing legislative committee meeting.
The chairman of each group can call those meetings for the majority of those members of that group can call that meeting. So whenever Commissioner Jackson is chair or 4 members of that committee decide to have the meeting, they get to choose. That's in the rules of our
Well,
Commissioner Jackson?
I got 2 things I got to address. Who drew the resolution up? You drew the resolution. You said that you told me that you was saying that we're not wanting in compliance with the sunshine law.
I did not say that.
What did you say?
You said that.
What did you tell me? That you said that.
Today you're talking about?
Huh?
Are you talking about today? What did I say?
Yeah.
I said I never said that we were not in compliance.
All
What
right,
I said is that.
let me read this resolution. To more fully comply with the Tennessee Open Meeting Law.
Exactly.
So.
To make it more widespread.
That is what
Let's keep order,
we
not conversations between
were
comments.
talking about here. It was that. Now, the next question is about the legislative committee. We done went through it. We done discussed this fully for 30 minutes down there, or maybe longer. So what is it to discuss again? We just need to vote on it. If you want to put it in the rules, put it in the rules. If you don't want to put it in the rules, take it out. Don't put it in there. Vote on the thing, get it over with. You just spinning your wheels, going round and round. How much is it going to cost? Well, I don't know what it costs, but I don't think it'll pass. It takes 2/3 to do it. It takes 2/3 to do it.
I don't think it's part of the rules.
Hold on. To change the rules or add to the rules or anything, it does take a 2/3 majority. To do anything to our rules requires a 2/3 majority.
So just vote on it and get it over with.
Right now, that motion has been rescinded. The motion we have on the floor is to send this back to the legislative committee. That is the only motion we have on the floor. Is there any discussion about sending this back to legislative committee? Because that's what we're about to vote on. Commissioner Pollard?
I think we need to do like Stone said, let's pass this or turn it down today and save money. It's either going to pass or not going to pass when it goes back to the legislative committee. Vote on it today.
The motion on the floor is to send this to legislative committee. If you vote yes, it goes back to legislative committee. If you vote no, we stand where we stand today. Anybody need clarification for the vote? Any more discussion on sending this back to legislative? Seeing none, please vote.
We're voting on the Senate back to legislature.
You are in your seat, Mr. Rutland. You'll have to abstain.
Vote is 16 noes and 2 ayes. 1 abstain.
So the motion fails. We have no motion on the floor. Any other new business for a record?
Yeah,
Mr. Jackson?
I'm gonna put it on the floor. I'll make a motion that we'll, just it's on the floor. I don't think we need to approve it, but then I'll make a motion with, yeah, vote on it.
So what is your motion, so we know how people do vote?
Motion. The motion approved without a recommendation from the legislative committee. I put it that way.
The motion to approve this resolution?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I have a second? Commissioner Carey, are you seconding?
No, I'm asking.
No discussion until we get a second first. I have a motion on the floor, a second by Commissioner Walker. Now, Commissioner Carey?
I wish you would clarify that a little bit more. I'm not sure what I'm voting for.
Well, the only, if I may, the only thing that I'm doing here is getting it up and put on the floor here. Like I say, I'm not for this recommendation, but to get it on the floor, I had to put it in the form of that motion to approve it. But I wouldn't recommend nobody here voting for it.
What I'm asking is, if we vote yes, are we voting to do anything different than we've already been doing?
If you vote yes, if I may, if you vote yes, you're voting to approve this resolution to put it in the minutes of our minutes of the county commission. And if you vote no, then it stays out of the commission rules.
Right, and because it is a change to the rules, it does require a 2/3 vote. Commissioner Wilbur?
Okay, well, if I understood that right, if you vote no, it can't be put in there. I mean, it could, it's no problem if everybody wants to put it on there, but what the motion states, that it can't be put in there even if you could.
I'm gonna be honest, you lost me there.
Well, let's just say somebody wanted to put it in there, it's in the rules that you can't now. If that's the way it was stated.
Lisa, you want to clarify?
If you vote, basically what he's saying is, if you vote yes for resolution 2022-27, then you're changing the rules of court. It's going to require a 2/3 vote, and you're voting to approve this without any money being known what it's going to cost, that this shall be posted to the website. So we're going to have to hire a third party to post this for us, because we as the county cannot upload a PDF file. So, for instance, if your packet is 60 pages long, all those contracts that we get, we don't have any today, but we've gotten some that, it's 60 pages long. We don't get those contracts, and we only get them in PDF form, so we don't have a Word document for that. So if any of you all have looked at Murray counties, they upload their agenda, but they also upload each PDF to match what the resolution is. It'll have the contract. Somebody, I assume, does that for them. But if you vote yes on this today, then you're voting for us to be required to do this. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am, I understood that 30 minutes ago.
Okay.
What he said was it can't be put on there. And he might have just misspoke. You know what I'm saying? Is that the way you mean it?
Basically, he's just wanting to vote on this, yes or no, and you all decide today instead of sending it at some point back to the legislative, at least. Right. Right. So it's yes or no.
We're voting just on this resolution.
Right.
This resolution right here.
That's right.
That's all we're voting on. Yes. And if you vote yes, then you'll be required to put it in your rules.
Right.
And if
2/3
you vote no, then you won't be required to put it in the rules. And it takes a 2/3 vote to do it.
That's what George is doing.
Is that clear enough?
That's
What
the
your
way it
question
needs
was?
to be.
Okay. Commissioner Harville?
Well, I was gonna ask for a question, but if ain't nobody gonna say anything, I won't ask for a question.
All right. Commissioner Carey, did you have something?
Yes, if we vote yes to this, that means we're gonna have to get the ability to put the PDF files on ourselves, right? If we vote yes to it.
We do not have the ability to put PDF files on our website. I have to use Connected Sustainability LLC to get them to put PDF files on our website as
Yeah,
of
to do
today.
that, then it won't cost us any money. But if we want to be able to put them on ourselves, then it's gonna cost us some more money. Is that correct?
No. I will have to pay that company something. It may be minimal, it may be like, I don't know because I have not gotten a quote from them to know what that is. The point is, I cannot do it in-house. We don't have the capability to do that in-house. I have to get some other third party to do that for us because of how we're set up right now. I cannot do it. There's just not a way for us to do it. I have to use a separate company right now to do that. Whether we move to try to get it reset up a different way for the county to do it, that'd be fine. But again, that's going to cost something to get it set up that way. Or whether we continue to use some third party to always do it, that's fine, but that's going to cost something. But right now, the way our website is set up, I cannot upload PDFs. So, that's clear as mud, it seems like. Commissioner Jones?
Murray County, just to explain the point, they actually do it in-house, all of their posting, because I called and asked them. But I have a question for Ms. Henson. Is this really part of rules of order? Because I was under the impression that rules of order have to do with the meeting that day. This is before and after the meetings.
I think it's probably a change in our rules of order, yes.
I mean, how can you?
I
Can you
can
give us a
verify today
definition
because
of
I don't
what-
have our rules with us, but
Okay.
certainly I think it is a change to our rules, which would require a 2/3 vote.
Commissioner Harville?
I'm going ahead and ask for a question.
I have a motion for question. Do I have a second? Second by Commissioner Reisner. All in favor of the question, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. The motion on the floor is to approve the resolution. Please vote.
Vote 17 noes and 2 ayes.
The motion fails. Any other new business?
Madam Chairman,
Commissioner Jackson?
I'd like to, let Mr. Dr. Beard come before the commission here and tell us, give us a little bit of update on the school system here. If we need to suspend the rules, I'll make that motion.
She is a department chair. She doesn't have to have the rules suspended.
I reckon she's still here.
Yeah, Dr. Beard, if you don't mind showing up.
Just go ahead. Okay. Good morning, and thank you for the opportunity to update you. We have run into a little snag, as everyone who is doing any kind of construction work has. We had planned on Bridgeforth, Pulaski Elementary, and Giles County High School already having work done. That was in the process of some HVAC, boiler changes, windows, storefront windows are now like September arrival times. So we have run into a supply chain issue. However, we do have 3 engineers in town today, and we have a meeting with Greenlee tomorrow, and we are going to try to move on forward with the UVC project that we have going on in the other 5 schools. So we're trying to get a move on that just as quickly as possible. We're really hoping to have had work already begun this spring. But we had an update meeting with them a few weeks ago, and they have given us a timeline of September and October lead times for the things that we need to get into our schools. So we're going to move forward with the UV so that we're not just sitting still doing nothing. Any questions from anybody?
Thank you. Any other new business? Commissioner Pollard?
Yes, I want to bring this up and change the rules to the legislative committee. I tell people all the time here, and I can't help but I can't hear good in my hearing aids and I can't hear something. Look around and see the microphone standing straight up in the air and turns white. I can't hear. I'd like to hear what's going on. So, please, if you're going to speak, either speak in your microphone or do not speak. Sorry, be that way. But I got a right to hear.
Any other new business? Commissioner Reedy?
Make a motion to adjourn.
Got a motion, a second by Commissioner Harwell. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Please stand adjourned. Thank you.
Group is a proud supporter of the students and faculties at Richland and Giles County High Schools and all Giles County schools. When the time comes to sell your property or buy that dream spot, make sure you seek out one of the real estate professionals at First Realty Group. You can see their listings at www.frg1.com. Call them at 363-2644 or visit them on the east side of the Pulaski Square. Just look for that big rocking chair and find out why First Realty Group is first for a reason.
M&M Staffing LLC is your local connection when you're looking for your next job or your company is looking to fill a position. M&M Staffing is owned and operated by Melissa Bottoms Harper and John Harper. They staff various positions on multiple shifts and provide flexible services to assist their clients. Mercedes Houston, Cree Holt, and John Harper are all from Giles County and are trained to match their employees with the positions that best fit their skill sets. Applications are available at 450 Bennett Drive in Pulaski, on their Facebook page, and online at mnmstaffing.net.
Spring sports can only mean that graduation is right around the corner. Holly's Printing has been the place where graduates and their parents have turned for more than 60 years to help them share their achievements with their family and friends. Holly's Printing offers a wide range of graduation invitations and other materials to give this once-in-a-lifetime event the style it deserves. Let the professional designers at Holly's Printing help you choose and design the invitations that are just right for your graduate and the occasion. Call 931-363-3161 or visit them online at hollysprinting.com.
Purchasing property is one of the biggest financial decisions you will ever make. So let the trusted professionals at Haney Realty and Property Management help you make those important decisions. Haney Realty and Property Management is your best friend in the real estate business. And like a best friend, Haney Realty and Property Management will be with you along the way, making sure you understand the process.
As far as I know.
But they ain't over, is it? But Don, if you listen to certain people, they say that these meetings ain't never on TV. Yeah. Half of them don't even know what they're talking about.
You can't listen to people, that's the problem.
That's right.
You can't listen to people.
That's right. It's like nobody reads the paper.